What if I told you that the last text message you'll ever receive has already been sent? Sarah Chin thought she was just having phone troubles. She had no idea she was about to discover something that would make her question everything she knew about life and death. But before we dive into Sarah's terrifying discovery, let me ask you this. When was the last time you checked your phone? Go ahead. I'll wait. After this story, you might never look at your messages the same way again. Sarah was a digital marketing manager in downtown Seattle. Like most of us, she lived on her phone, checking emails, scrolling social media, texting friends. Her cell phone was practically glued to her hand. But 3 days ago, something strange started happening. It began with a single notification. A text message from an unknown number. Day 3. That's it. Just day 3. Sarah deleted it, thinking it was spam. We've all been there, right? But here's where it gets weird, and I need you to pay attention to this detail because it's crucial to what happens next. The message came from her phone number. Now, before you comment, that's impossible. Let me tell you, Sarah thought the same thing. She checked her sent messages. Nothing. She called her carrier. They had no record of the text. But the message was there, sitting in her inbox like a digital ghost. The next morning, day 2. Same unknown number. Same impossible sender, herself. Sarah screenshotted it this time. She showed her coworker Mike, who just shrugged and said, "Probably a glitch. You know how phones are." But Sarah couldn't shake the feeling that something was very, very wrong. She started researching. Late into the night, she scoured forums, Reddit threads, and tech support sites. And that's when she found it. A buried post on an obscure forum from a user named DigitalGhost91. The post was titled, "Has anyone else received countdown messages from themselves?" Sarah's blood ran cold as she read the replies. Dozens of people are describing the exact same thing. Messages counting down from random numbers. Always from their own phone number. Always impossible to trace. But here's the part that made Sarah's hands shake as she read. Every single person who posted about these messages had one thing in common. They all stopped posting after reaching day 1. The third morning, Sarah woke up to find her phone completely dead. Not low battery, completely black screen, wouldn't turn on, wouldn't charge. She rushed to get it fixed, but every repair shop said the same thing. There's nothing wrong with it. It should work fine. But it didn't. Sarah bought a new phone, same number. Within minutes of activation, it buzzed. Day 1. Her heart was pounding now. She called the police, but what was she going to say? "Officer, I'm getting text messages from myself predicting my own death." Instead, she did what any rational person would do. She tried to break the pattern. She drove to her parents' house 3 hours away. She threw her phone in a drawer and didn't touch it for the entire day. She went to bed feeling like maybe, just maybe, she'd outsmarted whatever this was. But at 11:59 p.m., every electronic device in the house lit up simultaneously. Her parents' phones, the TV, the smart fridge, even the old radio in the garage, all displaying the same message. Day 0. Sarah ran outside, but the message followed her. Every digital billboard on the highway, every lit window in the city, all showing those same 2 words. That's when she realized the horrible truth. The messages weren't coming from her phone. They were coming from her future self. A version of Sarah who was somehow reaching back, trying to warn her about something that had already happened. But warn her about what? Sarah grabbed her phone and typed frantically, "What happens? What are you trying to tell me?" The reply came instantly, "Check the date." Sarah looked at her phone's date display, and her blood turned to ice. The date was 3 days ago, the day she received the first message. She had been living the same 3 days over and over. Each loop, getting the countdown messages from the version of herself who had already lived through what was coming. And now, finally, she understood what day 0 meant. The next morning, Sarah woke up in her bed. She grabbed her phone with trembling hands. One new message, from an unknown number. Day 3. Sarah is still living those same 3 days. Over and over. Sending herself messages she'll never understand until it's too late to change anything. And here's the question that should keep you awake tonight. How do you know you're not stuck in your loop right now? How do you know that notification you're about to check isn't from a future version of yourself, desperately trying to warn you about something you can't change? Check your messages. I dare you. And if you see a countdown from yourself, well, let's just hope you're better at breaking the cycle than Sarah was. If the story gave you chills, smash that like button and subscribe for more terrifying tales. And in the comments below, tell me, have you ever received a message you couldn't explain? Because after researching this story, I'm starting to think Sarah's experience might be more common than we think. Sweet dreams.